Sziasztok! Hi everyone, this is Sándor, welcome to another Hungarian lesson. Today we're going to talk about a magical, universal word in Hungarian, which is izé. Why is it universal and magical? You'll see in a minute. What you need to know in advance is that this word is used in two different ways, and I'm going to show you both. Let's dive in. Usage number 1. The reason why this word is universal is because when it comes to its first usage, izé can literally mean anything. I guess the best translation for it would be thing, since English doesn't really have an equivalent word to this. It's a word that can replace a lot of things in a sentence. It can refer to an object, an animal, a person, although I don't recommend it because it can be quite rude. It can refer to an idea or a concept, an action even. We use it when we're talking about an unknown object, or when a word doesn't come to mind, or when we don't want to say the actual word out of embarrassment or decency. So let's say I'm talking about a knife, and I want to say something like, so this knife is, but then suddenly I forget the word for knife in Hungarian, which is kés. Kés. So instead of me saying, szóval ez a kés, it comes out as, szóval ez az izé. Szóval ez az izé. Important to know that when you want to say this chair, this table, or something like that in Hungarian, you have to put a definite article before the object in Hungarian. So this table in Hungarian is ez az asztal. Ez az asztal. This chair is ez a szék. Ez a szék. And so on. And of course, if you forget table and chair in Hungarian, you can just say ez az izé. Ez az izé. This thing. I have to stress this once again, but since izé is mostly used for objects and ideas, it can be quite rude to use it for people. If you can't remember someone's name, please use ő instead, which is the third person singular pronoun. And I would rarely use it for animals as well, unless I come across a weird-looking insect or something. That can easily be an izé. And when it comes to verbs, the verb changes to izélni, which means to izé. Izélni. For example, people use it when they're talking about sexual intercourse, and they don't want to use the actual word. Or words. We've got lots of words for that. So one could say about two people something like tegnap izéltek. Tegnap izéltek. Yesterday they izéd. So you know, they did the thing, but it doesn't have to be this extreme, of course. For example, the word kivenni means to take out. Not a take out as if you ordered something, but to take out something from something. So let's say you're roasting chicken in the oven, and your girlfriend or boyfriend says, kivennéd a csirkét a sütőből? Kivennéd a csirkét a sütőből? Would you take the chicken out of the oven? But suddenly, the verb slips his or her mind. So the sentence comes out like this. Kiízélnéd a csirkét a sütőből? Kiízélnéd a csirkét a sütőből? And if the word csirke, which means chicken in Hungarian, also slips his or her mind, this sentence can also look like this. Kiízélnéd az izét a sütőből? Kiízélnéd az izét a sütőből? Would you izé out the izé from the oven? But what if he or she can remember the word sütő, which means oven too? Well, then he or she can say kiízélnéd az izét az izéből? Kiízélnéd az izét az izéből? So as you can see, izé can replace a whole lot of things in a sentence. It can cause some misunderstanding, of course, but a lot of times the context tells you exactly what the other person is trying to say. Interesting, right? But like I said, this word has another usage as well. Usage number 2. Hungarians use izé when they're stalling, when they suddenly don't know what to say, or when they're gathering their thoughts. It's like or in English. Some of you might already know that in cases like this, Hungarians say a lot. So when you hear a Hungarian say it means something like Same with izé. For example, your friend asks you, mit csináltál tegnap? Mit csináltál tegnap? What did you do yesterday? But you had a busy day and you don't even know where to start. In this case, you can start your sentence with and then you start talking. You can also say izé and then finish your sentence. But you can combine the two and say izé, or change the word order like izé. They all just mean so. You know, one other word that can serve a similar function is Hát. Hát. It's a very versatile word. And there's actually a rule that you cannot start your sentence with this word. Everybody breaks this rule. So when a Hungarian is tolling, you might hear things like hát or hát izé. It means something like, well, so you get the idea. As you can see, izé is a very important verb. People use it all the time, and it can be quite useful when you forget a verb or the name of an object. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the izé and the izé button. And if you feel like throwing $1 at my way, there's a link to my PayPal in the description. See you all in the next lesson. Sziasztok! A viszontlátásra!